I'm Dave Schwartz.
And I'm Alex Wilson, and we want to bring in our own Mike Bettes, who's stuck in Hamburg, New York. Some crazy snow. Mike, I've been looking at your pictures. You look frozen, and I understand a lot of people in the same boat as you, because not only are they frozen, but in some spots they're stuck in place.
You cannot get anywhere. Trust me when I tell you that. It was the most nervous I've ever been driving in snow before. We almost didn't get to our hotel back from our live shot location just a couple of miles away. We picked up our intrepid cameraman, Matt, who's operating the camera right now. He got stuck, so we got him and we came to the hotel, and we're not leaving. And we're in good shape here. Look how much snow we have, though, but we have a generator. We feel good about that if we lose electricity. But I'm going to take you on a little tour and show you where we are and what's going on here, because there are a lot of people in the same boat we are. They are stranded. So we actually shoveled the sidewalk here. Look at the snow that is coming down. I mean, it is mountains of snow here. I've never seen it snow this hard for this long before. That's the thing that's really fascinating, is the duration of that. Look at the parking lot. Look at the vehicles here. How are you going anywhere when your vehicle is not even recognizable? It's just a big lump of snow, right? And then you look on this side, same thing. And folks will do this, and it's usually pretty wise. You take the windshield wipers, you point them out so they don't freeze to the windshield, and you can clean everything off, all right? Come with me. We're going to take you on a little tour here, all right? This is our parking lot. It's been plowed once earlier this morning. Look how deep this snow is. This is knee-plus deep. The visibility is absolutely awful here. It's been coming down like this since about 10 o'clock last night. There have been some heavier bands at times. Just depends on where that one lake effect band sets up. So Matt, bless his heart, man, and Christina, our producer, we're going to walk with you folks through this parking lot and show you just how bad it is. Cars, both sides of the parking lot, they cannot get out. Even if they're four-wheel drive, good luck getting out of that. What kind of car is this even? I'm curious. What is this? Yeah, I think that's like a Chevy SUV. Look how much snow is on top of this car. That's amazing. I'm not sure what that is. That's a Chevy Malibu. Good luck. Come on, let's go around the front of the hotel. Keep in mind, some of the trees still have leaves on them. Could see some tree damage. Potentially some of the biggest trees could have some of those limbs come off and knock down power. Haven't had any experience with that yet and haven't heard of any major power outages. Come on over to the front of the hotel here. We'll show you just how bad it is. This is tough to walk in. This is about 22 inches deep right here. And this would be a good representation of actually how much has fallen. This isn't drifting snow. This is just regular snow. So this would be a good place to measure snow here. Come over to the front of the hotel. I'm going to point out a couple things for you. Stranded pickups, stranded semis. These aren't going anywhere. Keep in mind, the driveway to get into the hotel has about 2 feet of snow on it. We were the last vehicle to come down the driveway. Matt, our cameraman, literally, because the visibility was so bad, walked 20 feet in front of our truck as I drove, and he guided us almost like Rudolph, because we couldn't see. He was telling us which way to go. Here's the front of the hotel. Come on over. Man, that is a lot of work. Plenty of folks stuck inside. They're watching the Weather Channel. They're drinking beer. They got snacks in there. This is our pickup. We're the last ones to make it in, and I don't think anyone else is going to get in. We couldn't have gotten around without four-wheel drive. And I'm going to show you one more thing. Remember I showed you the windshield wipers that were out? Ours are down. And I'm going to point straight up ahead. Look at the overhang of the hotel up here. Big piles of snow up there. We're worried that one of those may actually fall off onto our truck and rip off our windshield wipers. So we put them down. Nuts, right? All right, one more thing to show you. Come on, Matt, if you can make it. Look at these snow drifts. Let's get through this. To the other side of the parking lot here. Look at these cars. This is a situation, no joke, where if you're here, you're likely not going anywhere for 2, maybe 3 days. It all depends on when we can get people in here to clear out the parking lot, clear out the driveways, and then shovels to get in here and clear out the cars so they can actually get out. And if you don't have four-wheel drive, you still may not get out. It's incredible. Never seen anything like it before, and I gotta tell you, there's a reason you shouldn't be out on the roadways. Trust me, I was out there. Do not travel anywhere, I would say, between Dunkirk and Buffalo. Just not worth it. Stay at home. All right, let's head over to Stephanie. She's not that far from where we are. Stephanie, I've never been as nervous as I was driving from where you are to where we are, which is just a couple of miles away.
And who told you about this first, Bettes? And how much did you believe this girl?
You did. About 75%.
Oh, really? Really? It doesn't sound like it, but okay, 75%. I'll take that, I guess. All right, Mike, thanks. What happened is I did live shots in the morning. Mike took over. I went back to the hotel, then came back to start our afternoon. I said, Bettes, we had to stop in the middle of the road because you cannot see. And, you know, everyone here was just kind of like, yeah, okay, like you hear how bad it is, but that's when, like Mike was saying, trust me, it's that bad. It's so hard to articulate that, and I'm glad that Mike was able to show you that there, and I'm gonna try to do more of the same here, just how bad it is.
The lake effect snow is still going wild in western New York.
Oh, it is. Dave Schwartz, Alex Wilson here. We gave Mike Bettes a minute to catch his breath, but Mike, we got to check in with you again, and you know, you kind of showed us one of the big factors with this snow is it takes a lot to get through it. By car, you're not, and by foot, it's a workout.
Oh, for sure. And I got to tell you guys, so many people, we saw so many stranded vehicles on the roadway. People were literally just leaving their cars and walking. And it is a huge effort to walk in this kind of weather. We're at a hotel. We finally made it here, and we're not going anywhere for a while. This is our truck, okay? 4x4 pickup truck. We've been here about an hour. It didn't have any snow on it when we got here. We had cleaned it all off. Look how much snow we've gotten in just an hour. That's a solid about 3 inches of snow in the last hour. 2.5, 3 inches, I'd say, if that gives you any indication how hard it is snowing. And I was telling you guys earlier, I've been in snow this intense before, but I've never been in this intense of snow for this duration. It is amazing to see how long this has gone on. I'm going to give you kind of a lay of the land of where we are. Because we're stranded here, it's almost like our own personal movie, The Shining, as well as a lot of other people here because they can't get anywhere. This is our parking lot at the hotel here in Hamburg. Look how deep this snow is. You really have to get through this. Now that wind just bites right through you, okay? We're going to trudge through this for you. Look at these vehicles. Where are you going to go? How are you going to get out? Even if you have four-wheel drive, I don't think you can get out from this. It's impossible. These people could be here for days. So hopefully the hotel is prepared to keep these people here for days. We've got power. They've got television. They're watching the Weather Channel right now. But we've got all-wheel drive vehicles. I see some minivans in here. I see some sports cars. They're going nowhere. We've got another hotel over here, and maybe you can see how that wind is just coming right off of the interstate. Behind us this way, behind me, by about 200 yards is I-90, okay? That stretch of interstate, impassable right now. And if anything could come from the story of our crew being down in downtown Hamburg, which is just a couple of miles from where we are right now to this location, it took us a long time to get here. And we were doing 10 miles an hour with our cameraman literally walking 20 feet in front of our car, guiding us like Rudolph guiding Santa Claus to our location. We could not see. The visibility was so bad, Dave and Alex, we couldn't see but 20 feet in front of us, and that's how we got here. And thank goodness we had four-wheel drive, or we'd be sheltered in our car, stranded right now.
Yeah, you know, Matt Safer is really our guiding light here at the Weather Channel, so it does make sense. But, you know, something you mentioned is that these folks who are parked there, they're going to plow that driveway, that pass-through. But the problem is that their cars are going to get plowed in. So hopefully that hotel has room for these people and shovels, and hopefully none of them are from Florida. They're going to get a crash course in digging your car out.
I don't know if anyone's from Florida here. I see a Wisconsin, I see a Pennsylvania, I see a New York. So I'm not sure, but you make a good point there. The snow's already deep, okay? Look how deep this snow is just by these cars. This is thigh deep on me, and now a plow's going to come in and the snow's going to be up to here, if not higher. It might be higher than the cars. There's no way they get out. Then you've got to get the shovels, and then you've got to get it out from there. So there's going to be a process. There's no question about that, Alex. It's going to be a process. I have no doubt in my mind we'll be here for at least 2 days, if not longer. These folks could be here at least through the weekend.
Oh, at least there's beer and snacks, right? You mentioned inside?
They've got beer. I have a feeling that'll be gone tonight. We've got snacks. We have fruit. We did the right thing. Christine, our producer, said, I've got to go make a run. Last night she said, I got to go make a run to the store. I've got to get food. I've got to get supplies. It was the right thing to do because you just never know, right? And so we've got plenty. Good news there.
You've got a smart lady with you. Thank you so much, Mike. We're going to check back in with you again. But Dave, let's leave him with a look at downtown Buffalo right now.
I'm afraid some of that snow is going to get into downtown later on tonight.
Guys out there in that incredible snow is Mike Bettes. You're stuck in it. You've got no choice, but Hamburg, New York is the spot to be.
Hey, Alex. Hey, Dave. I got a question for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got $5. If you could tell me where exactly I am right now.
You are in the parking lot in a pile of snow. On somebody's car.
On I-90.
You're on I-90.
I'm on the highway.
Wow.
There's a reason it's shut down. Look at this. Have you ever seen anything like it before? I mean, this is crazy, right? This is why the state's done a great job. You know, state of emergency, local counties doing a good job keeping everybody off the roads that they don't need to be on. If this shows you anything, I mean, it is desolate. If you're out here, you're in trouble. There's no way you're getting off this highway and you cannot see where you're going. And now it's night. You have no chance. You have to stay home tonight, folks. It's that dangerous to be out here. We're lucky enough that our hotel is right here next to the highway. We've got power, we've got food, we've got heat. We're in great shape, but we're stranded along with all the hotel guests here as well. And we're going nowhere for days. There's so much snow now. Dave and Alex, official measurement now just 1 mile north of Hamburg at 37 inches of snow. And it's still coming down at a pretty heavy clip, 2 to 3 inches an hour. This may go on through the night. I'm not sure when it will stop, how much we'll end up with, but I've got a feeling we're going to go 4 feet plus here in Hamburg. And keep in mind, we've been on the southern edge of that big, heavy lake effect snow band during the whole event. I think it's starting to shift a little bit farther south, and when it does, it's going to snow even harder than it is now. Schools, they'll likely be canceled tomorrow again. I have a feeling county offices and all government offices will be closed as well. And now I hope, folks, you're just at home enjoying it out your window. You got a nice hearty fire going because this is as tough as it gets anywhere in the country, okay? Let's take it over to Stephanie Abrams. We're going to Stephanie this evening. She's just a couple of miles from where we are. And Stephanie, I've got to tell you, I shake my head when I see conditions like this. I've never experienced anything like this before, and you and I have been doing this a long time.
Yeah, we have, Mike, and I have to agree with you on that. I said that exact thing when we were driving over here. I said, I think this is straight up the most intense storm I've ever been in. The only saving grace, the temperatures. Now, is it cold out? Absolutely. I mean, our wind chills have been in the teens and the single digits all day, but
crazy bananas.
Mike Bettes is standing by live in Hamburg. Mike, when we went to you last evening, it was just some slush on the grass. And now it's like a winter wonderland on steroids.
That's an understatement, Dave Schwartz. I mean, you're right. Last night you could see the pavement. It was no big deal. We're in 37 inches of snow now, and I've got to tell you, we're stranded. We made it back to our hotel, thankfully, from where we were in downtown Hamburg, and it was white-knuckled getting here. We were doing 10 miles an hour. Couldn't see but 20 feet in front of us. Look at what we're dealing with here in the parking lot. Where are these poor folks going to go? They're like us. They're stranded. That's a Mercedes-Benz right there, by the way, if you didn't know. You can see the logo, and that's it. You can't see the rest of the car. It's amazing how much snow has fallen, how much has been blowing and drifting. And look what they've done here in the parking lot. They've got these little curb markers here so you know where the curb is. This may be buried, and you won't know where you're going in the parking lot because you won't even know where the curbs are. So this is how much snow has fallen. I mean, it just gives you an indication. We're trudging through it. This needs to be plowed. Who knows when the plows will even get here. They can't really even get into the long road that comes in here. It's about a half-mile road to come in here, and it's under, 3 feet of snow. We were the last vehicle to pull in to this hotel. This is our car. We've been here about 2 hours. That's how much snow has fallen in 2 hours. We're pushing about 4 inches now, so we've been falling at a rate about 2 inches an hour. No one else is getting in. Thank goodness we had the big 4x4 pickup. But I want to take you inside and kind of show you what folks are dealing with here, because it's really a surreal event. I got to be honest with you. The folks here at the Holiday Inn Express have been incredibly gracious. They say they could probably feed and house everybody for the next 2 to 3 days without any issue, and then they need to get their food truck in here if they can. And to come on in here to the lobby and to the dining room. And at first I thought, well, Monday Night Football is on. Everyone is in here, right? They're watching the Weather Channel. Where are you from, and how long have you been here?
Cleveland since Monday.
Now, Cleveland, you're used to snow. Have you seen anything like this before?
Not like this.
Nothing
like this. This is ridiculous.
Have you talked to the family? Do they know where you are and how long it may be before you get home?
Yeah, the wife's not happy. But they got like...
she understands, though, right? Has she been watching the Weather Channel?
Yes, she has been now. So we're stuck here probably till Friday.
So what are you doing for food and whatnot?
We're about to go to the gas station to get some more.
And you're going to have to walk there.
We found a plow truck.
You found a plow truck. How much are you paying him? Undisclosed amounts. Understood. But this, we're in the same boat as all these poor folks here. You can't get anywhere. Most of the roadways are shut down at this point, or they're parking lots. And I got to tell you, we're just happy to be here. It's warm. They have electricity. They have a backup generator as well. So, Steph, I've got to tell you, I know that you're not that far from us. Just a couple of miles down the street in Hamburg. Do you have a place to stay tonight? What are the people there doing this evening?
Well, Mike, we have 4 lovely teachers that have invited us to stay at their house. I don't want to impose, but everyone's been really nice in letting us, stay, because we can't go anywhere.